Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. I woke up with a pounding headache, and I don't know, maybe I'm getting sick because my nephew was sick for a little bit. But you know me, whether I'm sick or not, if I can speak, I'm here. That's pretty much it. If I can speak, I'm here. If I can't, then I'll make a freaking AI voice of myself and do text to speech or something. In some way, shape, or form, I would do something. Even if it's like through whispers or some shit, I'll do something. You know me. I always do something in some way, shape, or form. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for being patient, as you guys always are. I really do appreciate it. It really does mean a lot to me for you guys to have the patience that you do. You guys to be around here and just watching as you tend to do. I do appreciate that. Because, well, as you know, I'm a tiny fucking streamer. Dead channel, all that kind of good stuff. But that's what people say. People say I have a dead channel. I don't find it dead as long as there are like a couple, at least one or two of you who pop in here and chill with me, hang out with me, etc. So until I go to 0 on everything, then I'll consider that a dead channel. I'm a tenacious motherfucker, so I'll continue. Let's get started with the news, which is why some of you are here. Others are here because, well, you guys are just amazing and you're dedicated peoples, and you just want to support me in any way that you can. And believe me, I really appreciate that. It means a lot for that to happen, for that to be there. So yes, I do appreciate that a lot. Now, here we go. Let's take a look. We're going to be starting a little bit. Hope you guys have had a good day so far. Like I said, my day's been shit, but that doesn't matter. I'm just an inconsequential motherfucker over here. You guys are the ones that matter. So, let's get in on this bitch. Let's get this bitch going. We are talking about right now Omia Emma, who is an independent female VTuber. She speaks English, Bahasa Malaysia, and Bahasa Indonesian as well. Holy hell. Debuted as a member of CyberLive's second generation, and first agency then rebranded into Etheria before disbanding. Later she joined Prism Projects alongside others. But right now she is indie. This is a little bit of her history, just because, it's there. I want to let you guys know about it. What we are talking about right now is your quest has been completed and the royal treasury has been deemed worthy of your rewards. 3D butt mouse pad, acrylic keychain, desk mat, ceramic mug, peaker decal, poster print. So yeah, all of those things are there. All of them are there. So the reason why they're there is this. She had a donathon and birthday costume reveal. It was 3 hours. Let's take a look here.
On Twitter for the screenshot and stuff, and I'll be retweeting all of them. If you guys have any gift, any wishes, everything.
The thighs.
Okay, and then you can look at my glove.
It's focusing on a certain area.
Protection. Oh, I can technically do hip sway. Do you guys remember my summer outfit? How I do this hip sway? Okay, let's go up.
You got tummy too. Got a tummy window.
Chubby tummy.
No one's gonna complain about that. Believe me, no one's gonna complain about that. And then you have that focus. It focuses on everything. There you go. That's what we're looking for. This one.
If
the
I
face.
like squeeze my face and smile like this, you can see like the shoulder is going up.
That's cute.
Okay, so
that's cute.
laugh.
And then she has the short hair there too.
Stinky chat, stinky chat. Do you guys see a lot of Easter egg of this room? First you get to see my collection.
Very
here.
cute, very cute. Good room. These are the people who helped with everything, with merch, with costume art, with rigging, outfit design, all that kind of stuff there. And she just goes through everything. She goes through her donathon that she wants to do. She goes through everything. So that is great. It's absolutely wonderful to see this. It's great to see that she was able to get this done and have a wonderful moment with her community. And community is going to be focusing on certain areas like the thighs, the tummy, and, well, other areas, let's just say that much. But very glad that she was able to get something like this for herself. That's Tomboy Emma. Yeah, she's Upgraded. Just say that. Upgraded. Upgraded. There we go. There are upgrades there. There are upgrades there. I mean, why not? Why not? It is the personification of what you feel is the perfect form, or the perfect form for your creation, which is your VTuber. So why not? Why not have something like that? You know what I mean? Why not? So yee. I mean, that's the way I see it. But then again, I'm just an idiot over here on this side of the internet. So yeah. Hello, David. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's continue on with Axel Sirius. Axel Sirius is a male English language VTuber with Holostars English Tempest with Altair, Magni Desmond, and Noir Vesper. But we just Altair, and we're taking a look at something that's happening for them right now. They're going on a journey. Their star journey has started as of today. It says, say hello to your first Hololive Meet Stars Navigator, Axel Sirius. And it says, follow Axel as he shows you the latest star sightings and look out for him at Hololive Meet Stars events around the world as your navigator. We're talking here. So this is a new way of doing this, which is awesome. It is great that they are doing something to kind of promote them better. They've had issues. I'll just be honest. Hololive Productions has had issues with how to properly, promote the stars. It's because they know how to promote the female VTuber idols, but they haven't known how to promote the stars as well, and they're doing a lot better now. So improvement is always great. People are very happy about this. I think he looks like he's either doing a podcast in space or trying to crash a spaceship. Also gonna meet Mide. Let's go Aniki, ready to explore the stars with Axel. This is gonna be great. We're gonna see what this we don't know what this entails just yet, but this is their new navigator. Congratulations to Axel. The time has come, unfortunately, for fans of Tana Nona, who is an Indonesian female VTuber who was affiliated with JKT48, and as you know, 48V, the VTuber version, and as you know, I had done within the last week or so of when JKT48V has announced that they're closing because the management agency, I believe, wasn't working like the VTubing agency that was managing them, wasn't doing things anymore, and they, ended up having to graduate everybody because of the fact that, it is literally an idol group. It is just idol work, primarily idol work. And in the idol community, you do not get your rights back. You don't. In VTubing world, sometimes you can, but in the idol world, it's zip, zilch, nada, nothing. You don't get it. So let's see a little bit of her goodbye from her community.
Bingung gitu, kenapa otak Tana Nona pada tahun berapa berarti 2024 ya? Di tahun 2024 ini memutuskan untuk menaruh kebo di sini ya, di sini ya.
So this is just going over all of our stuff. So taking a look at everything, memes, things like that.
Terima kasih untuk warna baru yang kamu berikan dalam hidupku, warna yang belum pernah aku tahu sebelumnya. Terima kasih untuk tahun-tahun berharga ini dengan semua proses dan progresmu yang keren. Jangan terlalu keras sama diri sendiri ya.
So the fans are giving their appreciation for her. There are things there. So it's great. It's great to see this. I'm glad that she was able to say a final goodbye as the member that she is of JKT48V, and she was able to bring some more life. These are people in the same organization. And things, yeah. Oh God, they're lagging. They're lagging a lot. They were lagging a lot.
Jadi kalau kamu mau nginep bisa nginep di aku. Ya.
Iya.
So of course, sad moment for everybody, and I wish them well in whatever they do after this, because they're gonna have to recreate themselves or go back to a PL or whatever it is. Unfortunately, Tana Nona is gone as a VTuber. Hello, Linixie. Yeah, 07 to another VTuber. Tana Nona is gone. Unfortunately, gone. And this is something that, you know, it hurts to see, primarily because of the fans. You can tell she had a lot of fans. She had a lot of people who enjoyed her work, enjoyed what she did, and are going to miss her. And as I said before, when the JKT48V thing happened, when it was first announced, this isn't because they did horribly. This isn't because they were, you know, not doing well at all. They had failed as a group. They weren't getting any attention. They weren't getting any growth. They weren't getting any, you know, sponsorships, etc. No. This is because I believe it was Aka Virtual. I didn't want to say it in the video, but I believe it was Aka Virtual. Or I forget. I think it was Aka Virtual. That was, you know, the agency in control. Is it Aka Virtual? I think it was. Yeah, JKT48 was Aka Virtual. Aka Virtual has had really bad management things. Like their whole management team, Indonesian management team, I think, left. And it's been a skeleton crew, new people, etc. They just haven't been able to manage it correctly at all. Kiara clip stream. She announced she's going to South Korea. Ooh, that's where, well, I don't know if Crony lives in South Korea, but she is, I believe, she's Korean. Most Korean people that I know are South Korean. I'm pretty sure there's some North Korean defectors around there that live in South Korea and have become, you know, are Korean. North Korean is Korea, but of the people you know in the West that are Korean, I think like 90% of them at the very least, the smallest amount, 90% of them are South Korean. Yeah, Aka Virtual, unfortunately, bad stuff. I don't know. Bad management, at least. At the very least, that much. This one's going to be another short one here. I'm trying to make sure I don't spend like fucking 5 minutes on shit anymore. I'm doing my best. I'm a yapper, so I'm doing my best. Bay, or Hakos, Bales. Let me just fix that. She has a bit of a milestone, a pretty big milestone when it comes to one of her videos. We're talking about Hakos Bales, a female English language VTuber, and she is a part of Hololive English Council, which later became Promise now. It was Council Risk, because Iris was added into it, and then Promise as well, because Project Hope, which Iris was a part of, is gone. But now we're talking about Bay specifically, which is this. Psycho has 10 million views. It says, thank you so much for 10 million on Psycho. I still remember when I was working on the song, determined to try something new. Look at us now. I've noticed a lot of new listeners have stopped by from Holodori. Thank you so much. So Holodori is the Hololive Dreams. It is their new game. It is pretty much a game / advertising platform for them, because it is a way for people to get to know different VTubers inside of the organization. Get a connection either from the Japanese side to the English side to ID side, all that kind of stuff. They are just cross-pollinating all over, as they usually do in Hololive. But this is a game that I've been playing. It's a rhythm game that also has some building aspects of it. Well, you know, like, it has more of a story aspect. It has its own story, so that's very good. An actual story where you get to walk around, roam around, that type of thing. So it's also nice. But let's take a look at this Psycho original music video. And it was already at 10 million views. So remember the moment you first released a song, you performed at CTW. I'm happy the song continues to be loved and getting attention once again, thanks to Holodori. 2026 is truly becoming Bay's year. You're doing a great job. The most aggressive hype song in your whole set list, in my humble opinion. Performance of it, CTW, was the most adrenaline I've ever experienced. You're crazy rat, Psycho even. So yeah, lots of people enjoying this. Very glad she got to this point. It takes a lot to get to that point. It takes a good song, most of all, because yes, you can get some from your viewers, but to get to 10 million, which is beyond the viewership that she has, it means that it is a good song overall. She has done it, and it is something that has been done before by others on accident, and this time I think it was an accident. It was just YouTube being YouTube. I'll let you know exactly what it is after I introduce you to Mono Monet, a female English language VTuber affiliated with V for Morai's second generation Pedalite, alongside Komaria, Yayugiri, and Biscotti. She mostly streams on YouTube and Twitch. Some of the people mentioned there are no longer a part of the agency, so we will talk about what we were going to say before. She did it. She did. I think Ollie did this once as well, where YouTube copyrighted their, like, copyright struck or copyright claimed. This isn't a strike, this is a claim. No impact on the channel, just a copyright claim that prevents them from having any type of money from what the whole thing is. And it is Vivid World by Mono Monet, was played by Mono Monet. I can't believe Mono Monet struck down Mono Monet for not playing Mono Monet's music without Mono Monet's permission. Mono used Mono's song on a stream. What a scandal. Why would Mono do this? Surely it's a mistake. Mono Monet did not know that Mono Monet was going to be using Mono Monet's music, and when Mono Monet's music was used, Mono Monet decided to strike Mono Monet with a copyright claim for Vivid World by Mono Monet. And it's thanks, YouTube. Really cool of you. Can't believe Mono would use Mono's song without a license. You would think YouTube would know the uploader of the song, be in the same channel, but alas, YouTube doesn't care. It's because YouTube is just, it's an automated system. It's going to do that. But it's hilarious that this happened. It's not, look, if I had a nickel, I'd had more than one nickel for this, which is strange that it happened more than once, but like, holy hell. Lightning usually doesn't strike twice or thrice, but VTubers are getting hit by their own music. Again, Ollie had happened on HoloLive, and now Mono Monet here. Human reveres, since it's been like, oh boy, I think it's been easily like at least a year or so since there's been actual human reviewers no, it's been at least like 5 years by now since there's been like actual human reviewers at YouTube. Things have gotten quite crazy. But yeah, I had to say Mono Money a bunch of times just because I wanted to. Oh no, it can't be trusted with AI at all. Hell no. We already know that the AI moderation for YouTube is ass. Utter ass. And that's, like, putting it lightly, I guess, would be it is garbage. Like, it is some of the worst stuff, period. It is unfortunate, though, that it is the way that it is. You know what I mean? It's unfortunate that these things do happen a lot of times. But, there we go. Let's take a look here. This is going to be something from Jufute Raden, which is a wonderful VTuber, a part of HoloLive Device. And we will be, of course, taking a look at what she has to offer. But of course, because we always do. We always want to see what's going on there. What's happening. Always want to see that because, yeah, it's always interesting. It's always interesting to see. The world is crazy, unfortunately. And the VTuber world is crazy as well. But we have some good stuff, though. This stuff here is good. I don't know why this became as big as it did, this comment thingy. I don't know why it's become that way, but, like, it's taken, like, half of the freaking page. It's weird. I don't know how to, take away the widget? I don't know how to take away the widget. I'm just dumb. I don't know how to take away the widget. Jufute Raden has her exhibition coming out. What am I talking about? And who am I talking about? First of all, Jufute Raden is a Japanese-speaking VTuber with HoloLive Device, a branch of HoloLive JP, the Japanese side of HoloLive production, with Ao, Kanade, Ririka, and Hajime. And recently, she has become a part of this, the Thunderbolt Fantasy, which is going to be a doll exhibition in the fine international media is doing this, and Rylan has done a video on the whole thing. She actually has, as you can see here, a doll that's a part of it. Let's take a look. So I'm not going to play the music because the music is more than likely going to be... So yeah, you have the doll exhibition. You just have them there. Actually, the movements are actually pretty darn good, I would say. So you have a whole thing just celebrating the doll exhibition. It's something that I had announced before when it was first announced, and it started on the 25th already and is going on to the 9th. I believe that's going to be in Japan for now, and it might spread to other sections of other areas of Japan, but this is going to be going primarily a Japanese thing. Just want to give you guys an update on the whole thing here. It's cool that she did a video on it. It's an interesting video. It always takes work, it always takes a lot of time and effort and stuff, so I'm very glad that she is able to be a part of this whole thing. Yeah, it's like it's a doll, puppet doll thingy. I don't know exactly what it is. I think it's a traditional thing. Some people would call it like a marionette, I guess. I don't know, but it is more of a what do I call it? It is more of a thing over there, like in Asia in general. That type of doll, puppet, etc. tends to be more of a Asia thing. I can't say specifically Japan, but I think it's more of like an Asia thing. From my understanding, at least. From my understanding. I could be very wrong, because I've been wrong before about a lot of things. Because you know what they say about assumptions. Makes an ass out of you, not me. I'm just playing. Assumptions, when you make assumptions, they say it makes an ass out of you. And me. Whenever there are assumptions, according to the lore. It makes an ass out of you and me. But we'll see how everything goes, so to speak. Alright, let's go on to the next one. I didn't see that one. I didn't see that one, David. Shiki Katagami is a male English language VTuber affiliated with First Stage Production EN as part of their third gen with Lamentus, as Ashkeriel, Leon Lockhart, Kaylin Strafe, and Elias Dayborn. I believe they are all going to be having their 3D debuts soon, or if not already. But today we're talking about Shiki Katagami. Specifically, we are talking about their 3D debut and an after party and all that kind of stuff. But right now we're talking about 3D debut themselves. Of course, everyone has an after party after their debut. Let's take a look at the debut itself.
Lamentus, thank you so much for coming to my 3D debut stream today. Not that you had anything better to do. Today, of all days, I've summoned you here to successfully perform a ritual to free myself.
Their eyes like poison darts, a silent scream, the heroes up. Now I burn its fire.
Okay, there we go. There we go. Yes.
All right.
All right. So, let's put my Suzu away. Goodbye, my Suzu. Think. And Flayon, goodbye. Thanks for coming.
Oh, because they did. The Hollow Stars did show up. You had some Hollow Stars guests. Of course, some more guests around here.
Almost done. Yummy, isn't it? Yes.
Dude, this
There
tastes
you
like
go.
this tastes awful. What is this? Was that safe for consumption? What was that?
Yes, well, now that you've taken a swig of my Casper Cola, I can tell you what
And there's Casper Catsini as well.
amazing product does.
Some more people, just lots and lots of friends. I'm very glad that they were able to have this amazing time with everybody on their 3D debut. I'm very glad that FSPEN is supporting their guys. They're very popular among smaller agencies. They are very popular. I mean smaller agencies, but you know, agencies, they're like a mid-sized agency, I believe, but they are smaller than like the large ones. So I guess you would call them mid-sized more than anything. But because they are just males, it is a bit harder to find an audience usually, but they're doing a really good job, and I'm glad that this is coming out from that. Reality is known for getting their branches 3D pretty fast. I'm really glad that they did. Really glad to see male upbringing in VTubers. Yeah, it's very rare for a smaller agency. Like I said, smaller than like Niji Sanji, smaller than those agencies. Not a small agency in and of itself, because it is owned by Reality Studios. But a smaller agency to get the support that they've been getting as males in those agencies. They've known exactly, they've been able to properly get the fans that they would need to grow. But it is not easy keeping those fans. Like, you can get them quickly because, you know, if you build enough hype, you can get them, but keeping them and keeping them for as long as they've kept them here is not easy. Overall, it's not an easy thing to do. I am glad they've been able to do it, and I'm glad after doing that, they have continued to support them. I'm glad that they've continued to have success as well, because like I said before, it ain't easy doing any of this stuff. It ain't easy. I mean, I have not seen like even 1/1000th of the success that they have. But just because I haven't seen that success doesn't mean that I'm not happy that they've seen that success. I'm always happy when VTubers of all sizes, and VTubers, you know, male VTubers especially, because it's hard to be a VTuber, period. Let's get that out there. It's hard to be a VTuber, period. It's very, very congested, very there's already a lot of them out there. So it is hard, but it's a lot harder as a male VTuber. A lot harder. If you don't like, what I mean by like that is like, for me, for example, I don't have that sexy voice, the smexy voice that people like. I don't have that type of stuff going on. So it is quite a bit harder for me to get that that growth. And also, I'm not high energy. I don't have like a spiel, a shtick, a gimmick, whatever you want to call it, specific to me. I'm just Johnny VTuber over here, doing whatever. But it is, like I said, it's unfortunate that the males, like male VTubers, don't get a lot of growth. They don't see a lot of, well, anything for the most part. It is sad, but thanks to places like FSPEN, they're able to do something about it. They don't collab with females, not really as big, especially like JP, but they do well for themselves. They do. As a agency specifically for male VTubers, they do rather well. Just being honest, they do rather well. A bit unexpected on my part. Like, didn't expect them to be as big as they are. But like when they first started, I was like, "Ooh, this is all male. I don't know how this is gonna go." But pleasantly surprised, and I'm very glad I was pleasantly surprised, honestly. It has happened exactly as I thought would happen. It has happened as has been foretold by me and probably anybody who saw that this was this event was gonna be happening. As we're talking about Angel Steps, a female English-speaking VTuber, began creating mute, non-speaking ASMRs, and then later, you know, got into the whole ASMR thing. She's become pretty popular. Recently, I had, let you guys know around the 24th or so that there was going to be an ASMR relay that was going to be happening on the weekend of the 25th. And I let you guys know that hopefully they were just going to be doing it on Twitch, because YouTube has a real hate boner for VTubers and ASMR. Not only just ASMR period, because they have a hate boner for ASMR period, but more so VTuber ASMR artists have gotten really, really bad stuff when it comes to YouTube. And like I said, you know, a lot of people, all these people were going to be a part of it. And as I thought, their ASMR got hit. So my video for the relay is gone temporarily, and I've been given my first community guideline strike, but I'm a bit confused on this, because the claim is that my end screen is too scandalous. My only guess is here is because pajama dress is kind of pink. They think I'm nude. YouTube, please remove the strike and return my video. They go down here.
At Kazam's Dragons 2625 donated $2 through Super Chat. I appreciate your existence.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Kazam. I really appreciate you guys being here. Like I said before, you guys are the ones that matter. You guys are the ones that that do this for me, and just, you know, being here. You guys don't. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the super chat. Really, really appreciate it. Amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Want to let you guys know that just you guys being here means a lot. Super chats, of course, help with bills and other stuff, but just you guys being here is a lot. Let me just see if I can just remember where the fuck I was with this thing. It is, dude. YouTube, please remove the strike and return my video. They go down here. It has happened. Okay. Let me see how I can do that. It is, dude. YouTube, please remove the strike and return my video. They go down. Then we go down here. There is no way a human reviewed this, dude. It wasn't even 10 minutes. The time marked was my end screen. And it says, we reviewed Saved by Succubus. Again, confirmed it's not allowed under our S&N policy. We understand that may be frustrating, but we're committed to keeping YouTube a safe place for everyone. I've had this happen with some of my shorts, and it is like, in my case, a minute. It was like, nope, we're keeping it. So yeah, no, humans don't review this stuff. Or like even less than a minute. It was actually, I think, like 10 seconds after. It was like, nope, we're keeping it. So yeah, it is. There's no way humans review this. We already know that AI reviews this. AI is the one who hits this. And yeah, I think the end screen, probably they thought that she was nude for some reason. But unfortunately, this is a thing that happens. YouTube Studio, you can see if you have access to the button on the top right. Supposedly, it might get you a live agent now after dealing with some AI BS. Hope that helps. Definitely an AI bot. Let's see here. Probably wasn't what happens to every damn video that gets taken down like this. To create a complaint, get reply fast and the video is long. Fight for manual check for days, sometimes even weeks. Finally, someone check it and then get resolved. So damn tiresome. But yeah, I had a feeling this was going to happen. That's why I was hoping they were going to be doing it all on Twitch. But unfortunately, yeah, YouTube strikes again. She is teasing something, a new project, something's going on. As we're talking about Rinko Ashelia, or Leah, as she's known by pretty much everybody. Pretty much everybody knows her as Leah. Very few people know that her full name is Rinko Ashelia. She is a founding member of FaZe Connect. She is the first generation FaZe Origins with Pipkin Pippa, Tenma Miami, Fujikura Uruka, Iori, Michiru, Nasa. They're all a part of FaZe Origins. And she is having something here. And then we're going to take a little bit of a listen of what it is. It's going to be on the 28th. So that looks like it's a World of Leah Breakdown Remix, so effing down. World of Leah 2, no way. Leah FNAF collab. You play it backwards, it says Yippee is the analog horror getting lost in the back rooms. So yeah, the back shot rooms in this case. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be either a redo of something there, something new is going to be popping up, a concert, something like that, a 3D live, that's what I mean, things like that. Who knows, but it's going to be interesting to see what happens. she has hit a milestone, a big milestone for any VTuber. As we're talking about Kumisa Umare, who is the vanguard of Aegis Link GL. She's a Gen 2 Coalesce member, and we are talking about this right here. She's already reached 3,000 subs, and Aegis Link Coalesce is their newest generation, and they have gotten this pretty darn fast, and I'm glad that they have, because that means that they have been able to resonate with a group inside of the VTuber community in order to get this popularity. And says, congrats Kumi, congratulations. Hans is racing fast. Let's go, Kumi. So yeah, they did some Umamusume Pretty Derby and did some things there to celebrate the 3,000. I'm very, very glad that she got this. Big congratulations to her. So yeah. So we are going to take a look at everything. Of course, everything and nothing at the same time. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to split things and go, or try to go at least, to some, well, just about the time that I usually would. Take a look here at some stuff inside of the YouTubes.
She's kind of pretty, but we've got to make her evil. But she's consented to this. She's consented. She definitely wants to become an evil vessel, don't you? Look at that. You can see the sparkle in her eyes.
What the heck?
Hello, the most evil woman in history. And Rooney. I'm gonna remember this. You guys are going to regret this. You're literally going. You are going to regret this today. Face maturity slider.
Oh God.
Why would I give the vessel a beauty mark? I don't have beauty marks, huh? Are you saying you would like me more if I had a beauty mark? Is that what you're saying?
Yes. That's what people are saying.
Chest size. Yeah? Do you guys agree on this body shape? You need to inspect it more. Are you being perverted? Are you being perverted on the Rudy's channel right now? You know that is not allowed.
Never.
It is not allowed. Can we get a Sakana beam? Oh my god. No. No. That's too big. Whoa. Runatics, this is not how button-ups work. I wonder if there's flip-flop options. If boots or heels. I say we stay barefoot. Though I wish her toes were painted. Why are her toes naked? Not me. I don't go out without my toenails painted. Absolutely not. Oh, we didn't look at socks though. We could put her in socks. But I don't think we should. I don't like socks.
Yeah, leave it that way. Yes.
Don't expect this when I possess her, okay? This is more fan service than
Oh God.
I'll ever give you.
Oh God.
Don't expect all this. This dropping it like it's hot. Oh my, Vessi. Why are you dogazing? You don't have to dogaza. This is gonna be you guys. Mama warned me about women like her. Oh, cute. She's doing the W sit. Oh my gosh, she's cute. She's cute. I wonder if there's like... I just want to see her run. There we go. Whoa! Vessi's so low down. Vessi! Why does she walk like that? She's got places to be. Can you get uppies? Yeah, you can get uppies. Now she's asserting her dominance by staring down at you. Pathetic. Fine then. Goodbye. Goodbye then. Goodbye forever.
All right, we're gonna be. Oh God.
今日は一言申し上げたくてスーパーチャします。ダンス動画を見ていてもいつも思うんですが、ベイちゃんは細すぎます。細すぎます。
What you saying?
細いんかい。細すぎます。もちろん 3D アバターだと分かってはいますが、もっとご飯たくさん食べてほしい。これからも応援してます。あれ 3D アバターってどういうことですか？あれいや、細くないんだって。最近測ったら太ってはいます。太ってるよ。ちょっと今で晒します。今で晒す僕のトラウマ。太ったマジで太った Crashing out. God, I'm crashing out. Crashing out so bad. This very kind JP brat was telling me how I'm too skinny and I should eat more food. I'm having a crash out. I've been crashing out the last week because I think... You know when you go through phases of not eating the best? And it finally catches up to you like a month or two later? It's finally caught up to me. It's not that I've been eating unhealthy. I've been giving myself a little too many cheat days. And by cheat days, I just mean like, oh, maybe today I'll have some potato chips or today I'll have some ice cream. But the fact is, I come home every single day, tired, and forgetting that I already had a cheat day yesterday. So now every day has become a cheat day. But a lot of it is also to do with the time that I eat, because I think the last couple of months I've been getting home very late just because of work and stuff. So the time that I eat my meals is already kind of effed up, right? But the thing that set me over the goddamn edge! I called Mama and Papa Rat recently. It was a video call.
Oh no.
Mama Rat answered the phone.
Oh no.
Hey, how you doing? I'm like, I'm good. And then Mama Rat goes, oh, your dad is here. Hey, Papa Rat, come say hi. Papa Rat looks at the phone. First words out of this man's mouth.
Oh no.
Hey, babe, you put on weight. Actually, no.
Oh my.
If I'm being completely blunt, what he said was, hey, did you get fat?
That is horrible. Oh my God. I think that was just being kind of a meanie a bit. That was knew that would get her. And I think they probably have like a joking relationship, that type of thing. I hope so. Because holy hell. See that to a woman, period? Even if it's your daughter, it's like holy hell. There are more tactful ways of saying it. But some people, number one, don't have tact. Number two, like I said, this could just be a regular thing for them. Like you just straighten to the point. It could be like one of those older people that's like me. That's like, F it. I'm just going to say it. I don't care. Still, holy hell. I mean, I'm fat, but like I wouldn't like someone to be like, hey man, you got fatter. That'd be crazy.
ちょっとおとん。ちょっとおとん。
I'll try to find it. M Zumi Fubuki drawing? Hololive. I haven't been able to find it. The drawing clip. Mizumi maybe?
はい、そしてホロメンたちがホロドリの公式譜面チームと協力したオリジナル
Mizumi channel, I guess. Mizumi channel. YouTube. Most of the ones. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I think I found it.
And then I went and weighed myself. I was making so many excuses. I was like, no, I just haven't been sleeping properly. It's probably just water weight. It was also at the end of the day. No. I stepped on that scale in the morning. And I'm like, damn. I'm the same weight as I normally am at the end of the day. But it's the beginning of the day. And that's how you know you've gained weight. And that's when you reply with, I'm never coming home again. I mean, I'm not surprised. It's just how he is, but man, that hurt. He didn't mean it in an insult, though. He never does. He's just making an observation.
Yeah.
So recently I've been trying to be a little bit more careful. I've been trying not to snack. It's me, because the timing of my meals recently haven't been that good. I'll get to like 11 p.m. and then I start getting hungry. And that's when I snack. And that's the easiest way to gain weight, is when you start snacking. So I'm still eating like snacks, quote unquote, but I'm making sure that when I do, it's not as frequent. And also if I do, I'll snack in the middle of the day. It's not even just like a self-image thing. Well, there's that. Obviously, like, you know, I noticed some of my jeans are being a little bit more tight than usual. But it's like, I can actually feel it. I know 2 to 3 kilos doesn't sound like a lot, but I literally feel just heavier. Like in my movements, in my day-to-day. You gotta first clean out the snacks so you don't snack. I still do have the Oreos, but I haven't touched them. Just give the snacks away.
Delicious. This is the one that David was talking about. Hiya! Yona. Big bro love. Discount? Nene. Was it here? With hearing loss in both ears, such an important time, the doctor said they'd do their best to get me recovered before a big performance. Keep up with my lessons while doing everything I can do to heal my ears. Whoa, that's insane. Leave it to Nene. Leave it to Nene to make unko. Leave it to Nene to fucking do that. Nice. B? Good. Oh yeah, that was the 29th of July is her first solo live. Fubutaro from Jihaya. Hype. Ah, Matsuri as well. Matsuri joined. The heck? That was Miko. Miko did that. Pen tablet broke? Oh no! So cute! The Fubu, bye bye! Fubu-san! Cute, Machu! Cute! Kawaii! Full. lost the slot. She went to the slot machine, the pachinko, and she lost. Yoppie! Cute! Cute! Gyuronda! Gyuronda! 一緒に食べよう! Damn! Of course that's Yoppie. Of course that's her. Freaking love. A lot of people joined. They're very happy. Very happy. Now, Kurokami is Kurokuna. Will anyone come? Ah, okay. Interesting. Ah, Dizzy with the boomer rants.
I actually am a little. This is very boomer of me. I actually am a little against the power of convenience. Like, it's nice, and I'm a slave to Uber Eats or whatever. But at the same time,
Let's hear out. Let's hear out.
I've noticed, especially within my nephews, how debilitating convenience can actually be. Because my oldest nephew doesn't know how to use Google.
Holy
He
shit.
doesn't know how to use a search engine.
Like Google search. Holy shit.
And it's,
Holy shit.
It's a little concerning.
A little.
How
It's
old
very
is that
concerning.
boy? He's in his teens now. He's like
That
he's
boy
in
ain't
his
right.
teens. It's kind of bad. I think it's actually gotten worse in the last year and a half because he messages me to ask like rudimentary questions that you could just search up online.
Oh, no.
And I won't know the answer either, but like I have enough internet literacy where I could just open a new tab and you don't even have to ask ChatGPT. Google has that shit built in nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah. Teach him, not my responsibility. Honestly, not my responsibility. And if he still needs his handheld to that extent at this age, it's cooked. It's cooked, buddy.
I think he's cooked. I think he's cooked either
my
way.
nephew
I think he's
doesn't know
cooked either
about
way.
tabs. That is also bad. That is also really, really bad. It doesn't help that the Google search is now absolutely appalling. I agree with that sentiment. But he asked me some question. He was applying for jobs or something for summer, and he was asking me like some basic question like how do I apply for this thing? How do I apply for this thing? I just Googled it, and it's literally the first link that shows up. So critical thinking is lost in him. This was deliberate, Dizzy.
Being terminated online, I'm almost never my first thought to ask the internet opposed to someone else. Look, there are things that I don't know that I will look on the internet, but I know how to ask the internet. I know exactly how to ask the internet because I grew up. I'm dating myself. I'm definitely dating putting out how old I am by saying this, but I grew up near in the beginnings of the internet. I grew up before the beginnings of the internet. So I grew up where when I grew up, we had things called encyclopedias. Okay. Let me show you the encyclopedias. That I grew up with. These here are what I grew up with to do projects. These here, I would actually buy this if I like the full set. Like I think we still have the full set somewhere. If we had it was A through Z, literally A through Z, and then you had this this other one here with this research guide index, the ancient knowledge. This is what I grew up with. This is the specific encyclopedia that my parents got me. there were things like for the human body. There were, in the one I did like it, there were some of them where it was like, I don't know if it was laminated or whatever. They were like clear pages where you have the circulatory system, the like the nervous system, etc., put all on top of each other, skeletal system, etc. That's what you would use. You would use this. Then later on, I mean, during this time, it was Encarta, Encyclopedia Britannica, World Book Encyclopedia. There were various ones. Then later on, I do remember, this was what I grew up with. I grew up with this. Then later on, as technology grew, later on in school life, there were the CD-ROM encyclopedias, where it's basically everything here for that year, like whatever, 1990, whatever. And you would have, this would last you maybe, the knowledge there was probably good for a good, like 5 years. Because back then, you needed books to bring out new knowledge, research papers, etc. And they would, the encyclopedia would try to get all that new knowledge in there. So it'd be about like every 5 years you would buy an encyclopedia, another big group of encyclopedias for new knowledge that came out. And that's the way we used to get knowledge. That is legit the way we used to get knowledge. Not anymore, of course, but it used to be that way. And like I said, that moved from that, the progression that I remember, it was from that to CD-ROM ones, to like, and then you ended up having DVD-ROMs, which had more, CD-ROM/DVD-ROMs. Then later, of course, you had larger ones, like you had the internet later on came up from that, but people, that's what you would use. That's what you would use for research. That's what you would use for if you had to write up a paper on something. And it's insane how like wild the Wild West it was back then. You really had to make sure that you had enough information out there to make sure that you were bringing out the right enough information, I guess you would say. So that's the main thing. It later grew, like I said, like you had this, you had Encyclopedia Britannica. That was the other one that you would have. These were other ones. This was like 2007, $1,900. What the fuck? For something old, I wouldn't pay $1,900. This was a top of the line one. World Book was like still expensive. I think it was still hundreds of dollars, but it wasn't like, this is like the original price of Encyclopedia Britannica. Encyclopedia Britannica was not cheap. It was like $1,000 plus. World Book was not considerably cheaper. It was still cheaper because remember, you're pretty much paying, let's say this one has what, 24? You're paying about $60 per book. Around there. $50-$60 per book. So you're paying minimum $1,000 for this, probably something like $60-$70 per book. So you're paying like $1,200 to $1,500 for this. That's a lot. That's a lot of money. But you didn't have to pay it often. You'd pay it like every, like I said, 5 or 10 years or however long that these things you feel would last. If you couldn't afford this, well, what you would do after that is you would actually go into you would go online. Well, when you had online, you would go online. But before the online thing happened, you would go to the library. This newfangled, strange thing called a library. Yes, you would actually go to a library back then. And yeah, you would do that. The Encyclopedia Britannica is 15th edition. This one is, well, a lot cheaper compared to the other one, $650. Holy fuck. So when was this made? What was this one? This was, usually I would say the year, but I guess not in this case. But Encyclopedia Britannica was like the Rolls Royce of this shit. It was 1983. So this is the 80s. This is the 80s one. It's around the same period that I was using these types of books. But holy hell, dude, These things were fucking expensive. Even back then. They haven't lost their thing. Oh, World Book Encyclopedia changed. I don't like this one. I don't like this look. I like this old look. Like, these old ones. These are the ones that I remember. The last version that I had were these. Which I don't remember what year this one was. Like, let's go back to the actual thingy here. What year was this one? 1987. So yeah, these were, I think, the last ones that were purchased for us. But yeah, the newfangled internet. It says, I'm watching One Piece again, as well as a rom-com called Rascal Does Not Dream. Oh, nice. Let me look that one up. Ah, that one, yep. That one is a classic. That one is a good one. I do like that. I think they did 2 seasons. How many seasons is there? I think they did 2 seasons. I think they did. I think they have 2 seasons. And I remember them having 2 seasons, at least. The ancient knowledge. There's something regal and majestic, a bookshelf filled with atlas, encyclopedia. Yeah, atlas. Dictionaries. Thesauruses. Holy shit. I remember the bookshelf. My parents had a bookshelf for us. We did have an atlas. We had an encyclopedia. We had a dictionary. We had a thesaurus. And we had some, like, just maps, like, which was the atlas was. But yeah, we had all those things. Freaking also remember looking at the globe. They also got us a globe. My parents spent a lot of money. We didn't have a lot of money. I don't know how my parents spent money on us in order to money they didn't have. They took loans and stuff to get us because they wanted us to have as much information as we possibly could in order to have not necessarily a leg up on others, but to equal the playing field. That's why I would also go to the library, the public library, a lot. And that's why something that I don't think schools have nowadays. I'm not sure if schools have this nowadays. I don't think they do. Back in the day, though, schools had libraries. Well, at least, first library I went into was junior high. Junior high library. Which had encyclopedias, had atlases, had thesauruses, had dictionaries, things you could go out. It was a small version of the public library. My high school had a library. Now, with everything being digital, I don't know if they would use a room as big as they did for a library. It was like the first floor of a building was our library. And I don't think they would do that now. I don't think they would. Because everything is Google, Wikipedia, etc. Everything is that. So yeah, I don't think they would.
Want Clueless.
And there I go on my old man rant. Holy hell. I went on an old man rant for like 20 minutes. I apologize for that. But yeah, old man screams at cloud because people aren't looking at books.
Consumers. And I get it. I get it to an extent, but like... Let's say you're trying to sell a product. How can you even sell a product to an audience that doesn't know where to look?
True.
It's about cooked. It's about half-baked.
We're cooked as a society.
I don't know.
We are cooked as a society. Holy fuck.
I don't know. That's probably why ads are so invasive nowadays. Ads have always been invasive. They just find different ways to be invasive.
Here's the thing. Newspapers. Yes, again, old man screaming at cloud. Part 2, part 3, part whatever. Newspapers have always had big ads. Magazines, things that people don't really read very much anymore. Newspapers or magazines. Because at least the paper part of it. They've always had ads. Sometimes full page ads. Where the big ass newspaper had one whole page of it being an ad. You would have magazines that would have full page ads. Magazines would have ads here and there, just in the middle of freaking an article that you're reading or whatever. They'd have an ad there. Ads have always been invasive. They have to be, or else they don't get your attention. But yeah, old man, okay. I'm getting off my soapbox. Old man, angry that people don't read anymore, is getting off the soapbox. Sorry.
We don't have to deal with pop-ups anymore, or at least not as much as we used to. But now we have to deal with other things like ad integration to app experiences, which honestly I kind of prefer. Yeah, like the thing where if an AI takes all our job, who is going to buy the company's products? True. I don't know. AI is such a interesting topic when it comes to the workplace because people are trying really hard to integrate it, but the cost of it is too much for upkeep. Where would we go to buy your products, Dizzler? At shop.phase-connect.com. That's shop.phase-connect.com.
Gave them a chance. Give her a chance to shill the product.
Yeah, that's my
shill,
that's
woman,
my
shill.
Boomer rant. That's my little boomer rant. Things too convenient. Kids too dumb. Must make life harder for them.
I mean, like I said, I don't
hardship
disagree.
Builds character. I think so. To an extent. Because I do see, like, I do compare myself to my peers who did have more abundancy growing up, and they are just so much better adapted and socialized that it's hard for me to 100% stand behind that sentiment. Yeah, there's also learned helplessness. True. And that's how we get ooh-woo e-girls, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Listen, we need those e-girls around sometimes.
Sometimes. The fuck?
I'm very good.
Something regal and majestic, a bookshelf filled with Alice. Yep, they're like... that's why I want to find those encyclopedias again. I hope their parents didn't throw them away. Or they might have given them away at some point. Oh well, it's part of my childhood. I'm actually gonna ask them if we still have those encyclopedias somewhere, cause like I want to see what kind of information we had in the 80s that nowadays we're like, this is totally fucking wrong. I remember we had some dino books too, dinosaur books, like about information about dinosaurs and stuff like that. We had a lot of stuff. I remember those things.
Debating chat. I've got
Those things, those books are outdated. Period. They are absolutely outdated. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts. Those fucking things are outdated. Basically. So yeah, it's like, those are absolutely 100% fully outdated. Because within the last even 5 to 10 years, we found out a lot about dinosaurs. Tyrannosaurus Rex and things like that it's changed. It's literally changed.
I've gotten this really good sense over the years. I've gotten this really good sense. And ever since Twitter added the thing where you can see what country people are from, I was like, damn, I'm good. Someone can like reply to me or...
Project Melody made something in the dictionary, slave handles, also known as pigtails. Oh god. The Urban Dictionary is something that has been updated quite a bit.
Like, I just see a tweet or like reply to someone else, like one of my coworkers, and I can immediately clock what region they're from. And then I'll double check on Twitter and I'm right. I'm right every time. I can just tell. I can read something like, I think this person is from South America. Boop. This seems like an Eastern European. This person's from the UK. Always the most insane takes are from the UK. What's going on over there, buddy? Actually, I do not want to talk
They're
about
way
UK.
too hot and they don't like air conditioning.
Talk about that.
That's what's
but
going
it's
on
funny.
over there.
I feel like you can kind of like
tell. Because before in chat, someone would write like a chat and be like, and then you could click on YouTube and see like what their YouTube profile was set to. GeoGuessr, but for Twitter rage bait. Yeah, it's funny how you can tell. You can tell like how people write or like what they say, like around where they're from. Is that kind of silly? Is that kind of silly?
It is
know what
kinda
insane UK takes you've seen? It's always someone who is like really mad about American politics, and like I'm like please tell. I'll be like, please tell me this person doesn't have the right to vote, and then I look and they're from the UK.
Oh god.
Every time. You would think it'd be like Canadians or something outside the US, but no, it's always the UK. Intentionally type y'all so no one can tell you're from Canada. Are you appropriating my culture? I myself clocked someone as South German from a Twitch chat before and I was 100% right. Germans I can also pick up because of the kind of... Okay, obviously like you can tell Germans because Germans are particular, but particularly with like some political stuff I can pick up Germans because they're like used to being policed in a certain way. And they think that it's like normal, you know? Which also that's become like a thing in the UK. Like you'll see people from the UK kind of treated the same way, but they act like their local laws are like everywhere.
Universal.
So it's like if you say certain things like you're gonna go to jail, you should go to jail, you know, that kind of thing. And it's so funny because I don't know if y'all
Darren Lena was an extra in a live action Ghost in the Shell movie. Ooh, nice. That's
ever
actually
got
awesome.
reported by someone in Germany. But like for some reason, if you get reported by someone in Germany, the website has to email you